You know, Donald Trump has never been a dude that self reflected on anything. He's never been a dude that looked in the mirror. He's never been a dude that accepted any responsibility. Donald Trump's entire life has been one of the most pampered and privileged lives that's ever been lived. He's never had to face the music. He's never had to face accountability. He's managed to weasel out of everything. We call him Teflon Don because nothing sticks to him. But when 7 million people shows up to say, we disagree with you, he just says that's a fake crowd, that those people are paid protesters. Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't get a dime to go to No Kings. I didn't get one dime, and there was no dude in a van that gave me a sign when I got there, and there were no dudes in vans giving people signs. It's one of the most ridiculous analogies I've heard, or accusations, I should say. These people, though, are hell bent on painting us who protest as Trump as the enemy from within and the radical left lunatics and the scumbags. And I'm not just making this up. Here Trump is calling the protesters lowlifes. Take a look.
Great courage. I've been watching what goes on, and then you have the radical left lunatics, and what's that all about? I mean, they're fighting us because we want to stop crime. Where did these people come from? They're paid money. I guess they're paid a lot of money. But like I saw that ridiculous march the other day, I say, these people are not representative of our country. And not all of them, of course, but many of them are total lowlifes. These are lowlifes. These are people that are paid agitators, and they're not representative of our country. So I don't know.
So I want to make this clear. Not only does he consider us the enemy from within who should be rooted out like vermin, but we are also lowlifes because we would stand up and protest against him. And there's going to be somebody out there go, well, he said not all of you were. You guys are misquoting him. He said not all of you were. This guy, every time he opens his mouth to start a sentence, starts with the radical left lunatics. And then they tell us to turn down the temperature. And they will hold people like us, people that are on YouTube with a YouTube channel, will get held to a higher standard if we say or misspeak one word. It's under a microscope. Boom! Oh, Brando, did you really say that? Oh my God. And yet Donald Trump can start every sentence with radical left lunatics, and they're perfectly okay with that. But again, this is a guy who has never one time looked in the mirror. This is a guy who never one time reflected. When he lost the election, which he still denies, when he lost the election back in 2020, he did not look in the mirror. He did not say the American people have rejected me. He cried that the election was rigged. He spread lies and conspiracy theories and then doubled down on it for 4 years. Just absolutely doubled down on it. And when he did that, what he was able to do is sow distrust within the system. He sowed so much distrust to his base in the voting process that then he said to him, if you'll just vote for me one more time, you won't have to do it again. I will fix it to where you never have to vote again. And they will sit and try to twist that and say, that ain't what he meant, Brando. That's not what he means. And then we see him now trying to redistrict the maps to give him the win in 2026. That normally doesn't happen. That happens every 10 years at the end of the census, but they're doing it now. Why? Because he is scared to death of losing. And he can sit there all day long and he can call the protesters, he can say all day long that they're lowlifes, and he can say all day long that they do not represent the country. But he is nervous about the midterms, and that's why they're going ahead and trying to rig them in advance, because they realize that the American people are fed up. Now, there's going to be those that say, well, Brando, come on now. He won the election. He won the popular vote. I would argue that there were a whole lot of people, like idiots, I'm just going to say it, who stayed home on election day. There were a lot of people that did not show up to vote for whatever reason. And there were a lot of people who voted third party. There were a lot of people that voted for Trump thinking it wouldn't be so bad. We've covered several stories here on the channel of people saying, well, that ain't what I voted for. And we're like, well, let's go back and play the clips of him saying he's going to do it. There it was. I don't know what's so hard about this. It's crazy to me that we live in this kind of world where these people will sit there and hear him go, I'm going to screw you. And then he screws them. I can't believe he screwed us. I didn't what I voted for. Well, yeah, it is. It is what you voted for. You're getting it. You thought you were going to get America first, but you're not. You're getting Argentina first. You're getting anybody that Donald Trump wants to put ahead of you first. He's getting a ballroom first. And he said, or Caroline Levitt said, that right now, Donald Trump's main concern with the government shutdown, With the government shutdown not working for you, the American people, she said the main concern of Donald Trump is his ballroom. A ballroom that his followers will never see the inside of. Folks, today I would like to talk to you about a way that I've found to buy furniture that has made my life so much easier. If you're anything like me, you'll be sitting there looking online, you'll see a couch you really love, and then you see that price tag and you feel personally attacked. You find yourself saying, dang, this thing costs more than my car. How am I ever going to afford this? Well, that's where dupe.com comes in. It's a genius tool that helps you find high-quality, budget-friendly versions of the expensive pieces that you've been eyeing. It's stupid easy to use. Just type / in front of any product URL and bam, it shows you lookalikes that won't drain your savings account. And these ain't shady knockoffs. Most of the time, they're made in the exact same factories, just sold under a different name with a way scarier price tag. So that $6,000 couch that you see these influencers sitting on and you say to yourself, man, I would really like to have one of those. Well, Dupe can probably help you find that for around $1,200. Same vibe, and you don't have to sell a kidney. Dupe.com is really easy to use. Just type dupe.com / before any product URL in your browser. And boom, it instantly finds you less expensive alternatives. They even have an app and a browser extension that you can download. No account required, no sign up required. It's completely free to use. So stop wasting money on brand names and start saving with dupe.com today. A ballroom they will never be invited to. That is for him and his tech bro oligarchs and all of his criminal dictator friends around the world to gather in and look down on you peasants and you peons, because that's how they view us. Donald Trump did not run for re-election because he loved his country. He did not run for re-election because he thought he could have done a better job and he just wanted to prove his point and finish the job. He ran for president to duck and dodge and avoid all accountability. And folks, the guy has no intention on leaving. You don't build a ballroom like that and then say, oh, I'm just going to walk away and I'm going to let Gavin Newsom have it in 28. That's not how this is going to play out. It'd be funny. I mean, it would be pretty funny if Gavin Newsom was having parties in the ballroom. That would kind of be hilarious at the end. But really, when that's all said and done, I would like to see that thing tore to the ground. And something put back there that we could all take pride in, and something that represented all of us instead of something that represents the billionaires and represents the oligarchs, because that's all that ballroom is going to be. That ballroom that, oh, well, now come on, Brando. Every president makes renovations. Every president puts their stamp on it. Wah, wah, wah. I'm so tired of hearing that crap. And I'm sorry to do the whataboutisms, but let's just say that Obama had have absolutely blasted off the east wing of the White House. I promise, if he had have changed a toilet somewhere, they would have lost their mind. But if he had have came out and said, I'm not going to need no permit. I don't know why I'd ask Congress about any of this. Donald Trump says that stuff out loud and they give him a pass for it. Donald Trump says that stuff out loud and they let it go right over their heads. They're okay with it. It's crazy that we're here and we're going to be in for the long haul. But I will never forget in my lifetime a president referring to me as the enemy from within and saying that I should be rooted out like a vermin or squashed like a gnat. And there'll be people who say, we didn't say it to you, Brando. Did he say Tennessee, Brando? Did he say your name? Did he point it to you? I'm so tired of the gaslighting. I really feel like that when this is all over, if he wants to sue us for $230 million, I think we should be able to sue him too. Because we definitely have had a whole lot of emotional distress. I think when this is all over, every American out there should be like, you know what? I had 12 years of emotional distress. I had 12 years of this dude gaslighting me and making me feel like I was the worst scumbag of a human just because I was calling for people to be treated fairly. Now, whatever reason that people came out for at No Kings, there were a lot of people there for a lot of different reasons. And I saw a lot of signs with a lot of different reasons. It wasn't just people there protesting the dictator, although that's why we were all gathered under that umbrella of No Kings, because we don't want that. But there were people who were upset about the ICE raids. There were people who were upset about the billionaires controlling the country. There were people who were upset about women's rights being taken away, gay and trans rights being taken away, DEI being taken away, woke being made a bad word, you name it. There were all sorts of people there from all walks of life. And that's the thing. All walks of life, all cultures gathered because we cared about the issues at hand. We're not lowlifes. We're people that stands against this. He don't have to like it. I don't care if he does or not. I truly don't give two shits if Donald Trump likes the fact that we disagree with him or hates the fact we disagree with him. I don't care. And I don't care what he goes down calling us. And I don't care what his followers thinks of us. I know what the Constitution says. I know what this country was founded on. And I know that we weren't founded on a dictator, and we were never supposed to be. And we do not bow the knee to a king. We do not kiss the ring. And I won't. And so I'll tell you what, folks, I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. When it really comes down to it, for me, it's like I will always treat people with respect. If I see someone, I will be respectful to them. I will treat them with respect. If I saw friends and neighbors in need, I would go out of my way to help them. That being said, if you still support Donald Trump at this point in the game and you're still making excuses for him at this point of the game, I have not 1 ounce of respect for you as a human being. Nor do I want to associate with you or have a beer with you or anything else. And, oh, come on, Brando, you got to give him a bridge back. Listen, you're more than welcome to have a bridge back. I'll give you the bridge. You can come on. You burn it, by the way. I didn't. You burnt the damn thing. But you can have the bridge to come back over here. And you can help me to work against this criminal dictator. But when it's all said and done, I promise you, we will not be exchanging Christmas cards anytime soon.